Okay, day 3. We're going to try something different. Now, I'm going to put this here, and you look how narrow that is. There's no R value in that at all. So why put it down? Well, I'm going to put that down. It prevents the mat from slipping around. So if I take this, you see, and that should prevent the mat from slipping. And I'm going to try Cosmo again. So this time, we're going to use 2 thermarests. Now, I always take 2 of these backpacking. And they have an R value of 2.5 is what they have. So, you figure I got an R value of, I'd say 4 is what I got. I'm going to zip up my Western Mountaineering and climb in. I'm going to bring on another down blanket I own that I originally had for my hammocks. And I'm going to give her a down blanket. Now that down blanket is good down to 0 or 32 Fahrenheit. So, and she's got a 4R value. It should be enough, I would think. And we should get a good night's sleep. And if it works, then basically I need some type of, because that down blanket I use for the hammock's got a foot box in it. I really would need a square rectangle down feathered blanket for her, which would probably weigh about a pound. So, if I'm going in the single digits. So I think that'll do it. So we're into a second night of testing my gear. Last night we died at 4 o'clock in the morning. So we're going to see if we can hold out till the morning this time. So let me get this set up. Okay. This is the Western Mountaineering sleeping bag on my X-Ped with a very thin mat to keep it from moving around, which weighs almost nothing. I'm going to climb in there over here, and I'm sitting on it right now. Okay. These thermarest foam pads, I don't know, are a little bit. Will you believe there's a plane flying? Okay. So, this should work really well. And I always take 2 of these because normally I put 1 under my sleeping bag and I give 1 to the dog. But this time we're going to put a very thin pad I showed you. Look at that. Okay. Hand me that, please. And this is another down bag I have that I've used for my hammock. Put that down there. I'll wait until she comes out here. And then I'll pull it over top of her after she's lying on here. So this should work. If I'm correct. Now I'm sitting on it with 2 thermarest pads. And I don't feel any cold air at all. Nothing. So, and to be quite honest with you, it's not very comfortable. It's not soft like a regular pad, but if you were hiking like the Appalachian Trail or something, I don't know if you'd want a comfort pad or you'd want one of these that would never break. I don't know. I definitely carry two as a backup though, is what I do. That's for sure. Okay, a little bit more setting up and I'll be all ready. She's not crying as much. And I think this is making a difference. I had to take off my puffy jacket. It was too hot. I have to say, when you got this Western mountaineering done up, oh, stop it. You want to start doing that when I cry? Why are you way back there? Huh? Look at you. Come here. Yes. I don't understand you. Why you want to be up against the tent. There we go. We go this way. There. You're gonna lay down way back there? I told you it's not very comfortable. I could move you down more maybe, if you cooperate. Two hands. Oh. Oh. There we go. Okay. Now you can lay down. Oh. I'll tell you one thing. This was check. This was work. Just getting everything set up right. She seems to be doing really good. I wish that ear would stand up. I know I could tape it, but I'm not going to do that. There's no cold coming through at 2 Thermarest pads because that's supposed to have a 4 rating, 4.5. Somebody needs a new muffler. I don't know if you could see that, but I got steam coming out of my mouth. The last thing you want to do is put your head inside a sleeping bag. That is actually very foolish. The steam will turn to moisture and you'll make your sleeping bag soaking wet. Now in previous videos I showed this tent has 2 vents. That's to allow the moisture out. Some people actually, it gets cold enough, if the moisture doesn't escape, then inside the tent it will start snowing. It will start snowing, no kidding. Moisture is a death sentence to you. No. You don't chew on that leash. That thing cost me a lot of money. Oh, I feel so good. I think we're going to make it through the night this night. I think I got it figured out. She's got to have her... I can't unzip this and expect to be warm. If it was springtime and, you know, we were in plus temperatures like 20 Fahrenheit, then it would be okay. She's just a sniffing, eh? I got this camera set to ultra wide. I got it set to wide. So you guys should be able to see more. Nova. Hey, lay down. Come on, night night. Hey, night night. Go to sleep. Come on, lay down. I really believe we got it perfect now. Literally all I'm adding is maybe a pound more to the backpack so she can have a blanket. And with her dog hair and that down blanket, I think that's enough to keep her warm. Her nose is just going crazy. She almost laid down there for a second. I probably should yank her down a little bit more because she just don't get it. No, you don't get it. Here. There we go. I think that's quite a way. Now, if you lay down, my pillow over. Okay. There we go. Now, Nova, if you'd lay down, we could get some sleep. And you'll notice she's not crying as much. Where yesterday she was crying pretty good. She's not shivering or anything now. That ground is, I'm telling you, it's a death sentence. It'll suck the heat right out of you. It's like a sponge. It's a killer. You got a good pad with down feathers in it like I do, you don't feel the cold. The heat of your body actually reflects off the down feathers into my body. Yeah. Lay down. Lay down. Come on. Lay down. I'll cover you up. Down. Don't get up. Down. Go to sleep. I don't want to start a fight here. Just lay down. No, no, no. Down. Come on. Down. Down. I'll tell you one thing, this has been a really good test on this tent. I mean, the first night I put her in here, she was jumping. She put a hole in that Nemo pad. I mean, it's the first time she was in a tent yesterday. She was really excited. And this is the second night, and she was a whole lot better. I mean, she wasn't jumping around. She knows what it is, and she's adapting. I don't know, I might sleep in here, I don't know, another couple of nights just to get her used to it and get used to being in the tent. And Cosmo, he's already used to being in a tent. He's just a really big dog. Oh yeah. That's working. You're warm. You're really warm in there. Yes, you are. Now. Good girl. Good girl. Lay down. No. 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 There you go. Lay down. Where are you going? No. It was perfect. Come on, down. Down. There you go. I don't know what she's doing. No, she wants to be that way for some reason. I guess that's the spot she wants. I still got her covered up though. Yep. All right, I'm gonna get some shut-eye, and I'm gonna see if we can stay in this tent all night tonight, and she doesn't end up shivering. We should do pretty good. Whew. Well, well, well. 7 o'clock in the morning, and we made it all night, didn't we? Yes. Yes, we did. You're still tired? She was a little bit of an asshole, but by putting down the 2 foam pads, that made a difference. And throwing that down blanket over top of her, I kept her warm. A couple times she tried to lay on it, but I got her back to laying down and laid it on her. Yes. Oh. Yes. Yes. Oh my goodness. What a good girl. What? No, don't move. Yes. Oh my baby. Oh my baby. You did so good. You did so good. Yes, you did. Yes. Oh, look at you. I have to say the Western, easy. You're gonna knock stuff over. The Western mountaineering. I told you you're gonna knock stuff over. Yes. Stop. Down. Down. No. Why do you gotta act up now? Come on, down. Down. Come on. Down. Lay down. Lay down. Lay down. No, we're not. Stop it. We're not playing. But the Western mountaineering sleeping bag, nothing competes to it. I've had quilts. I've had a lot of things in my life. And this thing, oh my God, it's warm. One thing I noticed though, when it got really cold, like 4 o'clock in the morning, that my feet were a little cold and my hands. Now that's not because of the sleeping bag. A lot of people don't know that. When it gets cold, your body draws heat from everywhere it can. So it starts sucking the blood from the hands, the feet, and it brings it to the core, to your chest, where your heart is. And it's trying to keep your body alive. And you have to know the difference. You really do. But I wasn't cold, but my body thought it was cold. Because it has what they call accumulating, I can't even say the word. But basically your body gets used to the cold. Here's what it does. 4 o'clock in the morning was the coldest, is what it was. And well, right now it's 7, and it's pretty cold right now. Well, with everything going on, not 4 I put my puffy jacket on, but my arms are a little bit chilly, is what they are. You got fleas? I got a collar on you. Nova, what's wrong with you? She doesn't got fleas. I'm very close to watching these dogs. And, but I think 4 o'clock in the morning was the coldest, is what it was. So, there is a frost. I woke up at 4 o'clock in the morning. Got up, and me and her went out and did our business. Now, one thing to note, if you camp in cold weather, a lot of people tend to try and hold it. Don't do that. That actually makes you colder. Make sure you get up and relieve yourself. Some people bring a bottle in their tent and do it that way, or their hammock, so they don't have to get up. I don't. I prefer to get up. I don't want any accidents happening inside my tent. But so the reason why is once you actually relieve yourself, your body begins to, to make more. And as it's doing that, it's heating up. The same thing applies when you eat something. Your body actually heats up, which is another way you stay warm. I didn't bring any snacks or anything. I didn't eat nothing. Nope. But the 2 pads on the bottom kept her warm. She really didn't cry that much. I mean, a couple times. She really didn't cry that much. And I threw that down blanket over top of her. So if I got a down square blanket, because that has a foot box in it for a hammock, it's pretty much all I would need. So basically a pound. I always take the 2 Thermarest pads with me all the time. I usually lay one under my pad to protect it, and then one beside me where the dog sleeps. And that's great for the spring, but not when it's this cold. When it's this cold, I got to double them up. So I really didn't add that much more weight to my pack, and this worked well. It did. It worked well. What? Stop being an asshole. Yes. I know what you're thinking. Some of you may have noticed she has her leash on. I leave her leash on because if I do get up like 4 o'clock in the morning, I'm not trying to find it or look for it. The collar is on very loose. If she really wanted to, she could pull it off. But the whole idea is when we leave the tent, she knows it's on her, and I can have control over it the whole time. Is what I can have. I think it was around 3:30 in the morning. We heard some coyotes, is what we heard. And that got her pretty excited. Took a good 20 minutes to get her to lay back down after she heard that. But other than that, I'm starting to hear some cars moving, and morning's coming. So this was a successful night, and I may just stay out here for another hour yet. I'm in no hurry to get out. It's cold. I really love this sleeping bag. Oh, this is the best sleeping bag I've ever owned. It's so warm. Works much better when you got it all done up like a regular sleeping bag than when you got it laid out like a quilt like that when it's cold. But when springtime comes, I'll still be taking this, because then I can open it up like a quilt and use it like that then. But when it's done like this, oh, this thing's warm. Really warm. You got some hair in your foot. Yeah. You got some hair on your feet. I don't have any snow in the tent. This tent did very well. Still got condensation coming out of my mouth, as some people would say, smoke. but the tent is large enough to handle it, and it doesn't stack up in here, which is cool. I'll probably come out again tonight just to help her get used to this, because this is working really well. And as you can see, she's really calm and being very good. No, don't chew on that. No, you know better. I don't need to say it very much to correct her. She knows what that means. She's laying down again. And she's on top of the blanket. And when she's on top, sometimes I go reverse, because she seems to like having some to lay on. And I'll throw some on top of her while I was sleeping. Keep you warm. Is what I do. Hey, no. Hey, no. Lay down. Hey, no. Stop it. She's starting to hear the noises outside is what she's hearing. Now she's looking around. I got the camera on super wide, so I hope this is easier to see what's going on inside the tent. It's real difficult to record inside a tent, that's for sure. So the first night we weren't successful because we were up at 4 and she was crying and she was shivering. The second night, which is tonight, we have been successful. She's not cold at all. She's not shivering. She's completely fine. And now I did wake up, I don't know, 3, 4, 5 times during the night to cover her up, is what I did. I hear a bird. One bird. Hey. I hear one bird. Looks like they're starting to wake up. Stop it. You just got to play with that camera with your nose, don't you? The funny thing about German Shepherds is that, no. They'll use their nose and they'll act like they're smelling it, right? When they're actually poking it. And they'll constantly poke it until it falls off the table. And then they'll think, oh, it's on the floor. It's mine now. It's kind of ridiculous what they do. You really ought to keep a close eye on them all the time. But, can you get out of my way? But, like I said, it turned out well. I'm glad I do have it finally dialed in. I want to go a couple more nights and really make sure. And so far, I've only added maybe 1 pound to my backpack in order to take her, is what I've done. And this is only second night of her being in a tent, and hey, and she's being really, really good. Really good. I have no complaints. All right, catch you guys on the next one. Yeah.